Doing tonight? It's good to see you here on this Monday evening of the full moon. We've got full moon energy supporting us tonight. Hi, good to see you. So, tonight is the first night of Meditation Mondays. Meditation Mondays is what I started to just help the people who are looking for new ways to meditate. A lot of my students and friends and family are telling me they find it difficult to meditate and just sitting in silence doesn't work for them. And often, when I explain the chanting type meditation to them, they get really excited about it and they actually get into the groove of meditating. They find it a lot easier. I find it a lot easier. Um, I'll let you know a little bit about my history with meditation. I started meditating as a child actually because my mom, way back in the 70s, was super into metaphysics when it was super woo woo, and you had to order books by mail because nobody carried any books on the subject of spirituality. And we'd have these books come by mail to the house and books on and tape. Do you remember the not 8-track cassettes, but the cassette tapes? We'd have cassette tapes teaching us how to meditate. I do remember that. That was kind of cool. But my mom didn't have anyone to practice with. And, as goofy as it sounds when I tell my story and I giggle about it, I'm so grateful because I wouldn't know how to do all this if she hadn't shown me when I was a kid, which is super cool. And I found it lots of fun. My mom and I did a lot of exploring this way through meditation. So the first way she taught me was through silent meditating. I found that very difficult all the time. And it was the only way that we had learned how to practice. You can also do meditation as past life regressions, meditation as searching for yourself through Akashic records. There's all kinds of different kinds of meditation and types of meditation. Um, However, it's when I started taking my feng shui training many years later in 2003 that I was introduced to chanting meditation. And that's what I really found clicked for me. And I find when I'm talking to friends, family, clients, people who are telling me that they're having a hard time meditating, this works for them too. And what's interesting that I found, and I am getting a lot of feedback that this happens to other people as well, is once you do get into the chanting meditation and you get into the zone there and find what works for you, you can go back to the regular meditation of sitting in silence and it actually works much easier. So, this is a softer way to get into meditating. It's a lot more fun. You can be really creative with it. And I find it to be extremely powerful because you're using the magic of the vowel sounds and the toning of the words, the vibration, to raise your vibration as you're chanting, usually Sanskrit mantras, which are mantras from thousands of years ago that many people have been chanting for day after day for thousands of years, right? So there's a lot of power in these mantras, potency in these mantras. They're not just to raise your vibration in a small way, but there's many layers here. It's understanding what the mantra means because there's so many different kinds. And tonight we're going to do Om Mani Padme Hum. It's what the meaning is behind it, and I'll explain that in a minute. It's the sound of the vowels and the words coming and toning out of your mouth as you're saying it resonates within your body to raise your vibration and remove obstacles, which is kind of cool. But also, it helps to purify the mind. As you're chanting, you're focusing on these words. And tonight it's going to be Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum. And when you're focusing on that, and that's all that you're saying for 30 minutes or 60 minutes, however long you choose to do it, even 5 minutes, your mind gets really clear. It gets very focused. That's really important. If you can learn how to hold that kind of focus and clarity within your mind, you're really advancing yourself spiritually and mentally. So that's where this takes you to, this type of meditation. So let's begin. I'm very excited. So we've got the full moon. It's September 20th. We've got the full moon energy, and I'm in my special place. I usually like to find a special place that's feels very powerful. So in my home, I have this altar set up that you can see here, and I have crystals over here, and I've got my sun protection. I've got my eight immortals picture there, my protectors. I've got my Stanleys over here protecting us from any spirit intruders. And you might have a place like this inside your home as well. I mean, you can also do this out in nature if you want to. Or if you don't have a place to do it, just lighting a candle, lighting some incense, you can create your own sacred space very quickly. And in times when maybe I can't be in this space because family's busy in the house, I'll just go find a quiet place to do it. I've even actually gone for walks and chanted the meditation while walking, which works really well too. I really enjoy doing that. So, Om Mani Padme Hum is a very popular one. It's what I wanted to start with tonight because it's so popular. So, Om, O-M, being the vibration of the universe, it represents divine energy, but it also serves to purify the ego. Om. So if you say that for a minute, Om, you can feel it resonating. And I'm very, it's very important. I'm very aware of paying attention to where the sound is coming through my body when I'm chanting the sounds. Om. You really feel it in your heart. Om. Ma represents ethics and purifies jealousy. And so when I say ma, I can feel the vibration of the tone in it's a little bit higher up, more getting into my throat and my higher heart energy. Ni represents patience. It purifies wants or desires. Ni, ni, ni. You know, if you say that a few times to yourself, you'll see where the tone is resonating in your body. It's getting a little bit higher for me. Pad represents diligence. It purifies ignorance and judgment. Pad, pad. It's getting a little bit lower. I feel it in my stomach. Pad, pad. Yes? May represents concentration and purifies all forms of attachment. May, may. Feeling that in my stomach as well. So as you tone it, you'll start to feel these different places in your body where the vowels are activating the energy and shifting it. They're vibrating it to clear it, which is so cool, right? Something that I learned when I was in Hawaii many times ago was that Hawaiian language was mostly vowels, and the reason being that the vowels are the healing sounds of the alphabet, and the healing letters, the vowels of the alphabet, vibrate at such a high frequency that you can clear and heal with those sounds. So I always keep that in mind when I'm toning these types of chants and mantras. So we did Om Mani Pad Me Hum is our last one. Home, unity of all is what it represents. It's also wisdom, and it purifies hatred. Home, home. I feel that right in the center core of who I am. So try saying that a couple of times to yourself. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. And just feel it. It's a very peaceful sound. And as you focus on saying the words, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, the energy gets more gentle and softer, and it's very uplifting. Now, when you're chanting the mantras, this mantra, Om Mani Padme Hum, is known to clear karma. It's why it's one of the most powerful and most popular ones, is because the words together, Om Mani Padme Hum, clear karma, clears karmic attachments. And it also activates Quan Yin. It asks Quan Yin to come in for healing, Om Mani Padme Hum. And you know that that soft, beautiful karuna Reiki type energy is around you when you have that softening of your heart space, and that's Quan Yin energy. Loving, pink, high vibration pink hues, lots of warm love in your heart is her energy. So the difference in doing the mantras and the chanting, it's very soothing, it's very calming and peaceful. You've got your mind focused on one thing. It's just got one thing to worry about for the time, the duration that you're spending on it. It helps to release the karma. It sends energy vibration throughout your body for clarity, for cleansing and purification. So there's a lot going on here. And that's why I really liked when I started learning about chanting these mantras, because it took me off into a whole new space. I didn't have to do anything with my mind. I didn't have to work really hard to try and meditate. All I had to do was sit with the mantra in front of me and chant it. And you get all the benefits from it just by doing that. It's very simple. Now, other things that are recommended is to chant the mantra 108 times. And this is what I'll be doing tonight. To keep track, I always have my mala with me. So you can get these malas usually from any New Age store or store of spirituality. It's got 108 beads so that I can keep track. You can hold it in your hands, or often I just put it over my head and count it this way as I'm moving along. Also, you want to use the heart calming mudra when you're chanting, because it opens up your heart space, allowing more energy to flow in and vibration to flow in the body. It raises the vibration of the work that you're doing. So the heart calming mudra is left hand on top of right for women and two thumbs touching. For men, it's the opposite, right hand on top of left, two thumbs touching. So for me, you won't see this because I'm going to do this and have my hands on my lap. And I'll be counting the beads while I'm holding the mantra like this at the same time and just moving them through my hands. And it's really just that simple. Now, before I begin, I will do it 108 times once I start. Before I begin, it's something that's really important is to get a very peaceful space. It's very quiet here right now. I don't even have any music playing, although you can have some music playing if you like. You can light a candle again, or you can light incense if you want. And my intention that I state before I do my meditation is to just allow the mantra to work through me, to heal whatever I need right now that Spirit knows I need for my highest good of all. I just let it go. I'm not working hard at this. It's super simple. Trust the mantra. It's got all the wisdom in it. The sounds are the purification, and as you're chanting it, it's going to do all the work for you. So let's begin. Heart calming mudra. Left hand over right for women. Right hand over left for men. Two thumbs touching. Yes? Okay, I'm going to put it down on my lap and I'm going to start. And you can go along with me as we chant Om Mani Padme Hum. 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 And that was 108 times already. It's very fast. Now you can continue doing this in series of 108 times if you like, but just one set is still good enough. Can you feel your body vibrating? It's the first thing I notice always when I start chanting. I can feel the vibration coming right through my torso. I can feel like a tube of the sound moving through my body, down through my torso, down through my legs, and through my feet. I also feel much lighter. I could see Quan Yin in my mind come in on our right side, on my right side here. But I do this quite often, so I often see her coming in. I don't let my mind wander when I'm doing these mantras. I'm focusing on the words only, Om Mani Padme Hum. But when I'm saying that Quan Yin comes in, it's like an insert or something that is like a news flash, right? She comes in like a news flash, and all of a sudden I see her face and her figure, and then she stands off to the side while I'm still chanting. So I don't lose my attention or connection with the mantra. Even though I've taken note that this is happening, I put it off to the side and I continue my work until it's complete. That's very important. But it didn't last for very long, so it's easy to do 108 repetitions, right? Did you see how easy it was? I hope you guys had fun with it. It's so much fun to do. I'm going to put together an Om Mani Padme Hum video where you can do a moving mantra where you can chant and move at the same time. And I will post that for the group once it's complete here in a couple of days. But for right now, this is Om Mani Padme Hum. You did it. It's that fast and that profound, but also that simple. It's so simple to raise your vibration, guys. And that's why I love about it so much. It's so simple and it's got so much power behind it. I feel cleansed. I feel happy. I feel different, and I hope you feel different too. So I did take some time to record this, so I'm going to repost it in the group. You can check in with it again later if you want to do it again later, or do it on your own if you have the beads and you can practice the 108 on your own. By all means, get started. It's so much fun. Also, try chanting Om Mani Padme Hum when you go for a walk. This happened to me not too long ago. I guess I would say a couple of years ago, because I didn't have a regular space to do the mantra chanting in. And I was out walking my dog every day. So I thought I would just start chanting while I was walking. And that has been amazing. It's been profound. Just focusing on the mantra while you're walking. Nothing else. It's beautiful. and it helps to relieve your mind from all the burdens of thinking and focusing on our problems and all of those things that the mind is busy with. It just lets it all go, and it fills the space with the cleansing energy of the Om Mani Padme Hum mantra. Now, something else too that's kind of cool. Tonight, when I always post for our group healing music to go to bed with, and it's often chanting or songs of high vibration, of solfeggio frequencies. So there is one of my favorite mantra, Om Mani Padme Hum, high vibration videos on YouTube that I'll post tonight, so you can see that as well. I have put it up in the group a couple of times already in the past year. It's my favorite. It's so stunningly beautiful. It's chanted by monks. It's Om Mani Padme Hum 108 times, and you can find it on YouTube very easily. So I'll post that in the group so you can connect to it and maybe be able to use that as a vehicle to help you to meditate as well. If you have any questions, message me. I'm more than happy to answer them. Send me a message on Messenger, or once this is posted, just click in below, write out your question, and I'm happy to answer it. But just have some fun with it. Explore it. You can't really go wrong when you're getting into this type of energy. It's very simple and calming. Just get connected, relax, and practice. Find what you love. Find what really works for you. This is one of my favorite ones for sure. Om Mani Padme Hum is the one I chant the most. I've done lots of extra special work with it because you can take it to many places beyond this regular Om Mani Padme Hum for clearing karma type chanting. There's lots of different levels to it. So as you work through this mantra, it will come to you. Spirit will send you information about places to look or new places to find information on how to use this mantra. But to start, this is the best way to go. And do your 108 repetitions and just take notice how it softens the energy in your life. It makes things more peaceful. It makes you more calming. It's more healing in all areas of your life, not just yourself, but everyone will feel that healing energy, and things will shift. You're going to notice a huge shift. Can you tell the huge shift just from before and after? I'm so calm. It's like I'm so zenned out after doing that. It's beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. So this has been the Meditation Monday. Next week, I will do a different mantra, and I'll post it for you in the group so you're aware of which one it is ahead of time. But you can focus on this one for the week to practice. What's happening, what else is happening with Spiritual Awakening Academy and in the group? I still have the fall equinox light body activations are available right now. It's a series of 5 meditations that you can click into. You can get them from the website at spiritualawakeningacademy.com, and it will help to raise your vibration as we move through the equinox on Wednesday, the 22nd. Really high vibration equinox energy this fall because it's the first fall equinox in the age of Aquarius. So keep that in mind as you're moving through this mantra this week as well. It's a very high vibrational time. Okay, sending lots of love and light to you all. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you have lots of fun with it. And I'll see you all again soon. Take care. Bye.